What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy, and we are absolutely late.
Yes, we are.
Nothing like a 11th hour technical difficulty that had us both going, oh, what? Our slide presentation, the way that we presented was not cooperating, so we've had to improvise.
So we will fudge our way through this episode.
We've improvised a workaround, and it seems to be working.
Seems okay.
I apologize for that. Welcome, everybody. It's Random Fandom Tuesday night. This week, Random Fandom Tuesday for the week of October 29th, making this one Random Fandom number 82. 82.
Yep.
Lots of stuff in the pipeline. All three of us. Hank is not here as per. Hank generally does not do Tuesday nights. He's got a pretty busy life. However, for those of you who are fans of our Sunday nights, you know that is almost exclusively Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And we are keeping that ball rolling this week with the final episode of Ewoks, the first season of Ewoks. However, I am excited. I am super excited, as I know Hank is, and I think you are too, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
We have our next, technically it's a review series.
Yeah.
Technically.
It's reviewing something, Star Warsian.
Yeah, Star Warsian. We are going to do some of that toy stuff that we've always talked about. And it's a nice way to revisit our Black Series collections, as we were going to try to do a bunch of unboxing videos, and that just didn't work out because I couldn't hold on to, 100 and some figures to open them for the sake of content. As much as I would have loved to, my real life just would not allow that to happen. So starting in November and taking us right up until the beginning of Skeleton Crew, we will be running on Sunday nights. It's going to be Fandom Power Presents Back in Black series, as we take a look back at Hasbro's 6-inch Black Series line of Star Wars action figures, starting with Wave 1 all the way back in 2013. You can catch that live Sunday, November 10th in our 6 p.m. Eastern time slot with special guests, which I'm not going to announce right now, but I have them confirmed, all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a busy night. There'll be 6 of us here in the studio. Going through it. Hopefully by then the slideshow thing will have worked itself out, because if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're going to have to go back to old school.
I don't want to do overlays. Overlays are just, I don't like it, because then it covers us up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, man, but you fine looking dude on camera.
I don't know. I'm okay with getting covered up.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? It's just you and me here.
It is.
If I didn't know that there were 3 people watching, I would say it was just you and me.
Mm-hmm. But we're lucky it's not. And so, for our 3 viewers who are currently watching, I suppose we should get into one of those traditional things.
Sure, we should. It's time for
Random Fandom Trivia.
While we're thinking about the trivia, don't forget the phone line is open. Any of the stories we talk about tonight are open for discussion, whether that's here in the live chat, whether you're watching at home, typing away on your keyboard, on your phone, driving in your car. Please go hands-free. But yeah, the WhatsApp link, it's a free phone call anywhere in the world. The WhatsApp link is in the description of this video, and the phone line is open. So what do we got for trivia this week, my man?
Well, this week we've got a bit of a Greek history lesson, if you will. Which legendary Greek hero acquired his weakness when he was dipped headfirst into sacred waters? Is it A, Odysseus?
Oh dear.
B, Hercules? C, Achilles? Or D, Jason?
I believe I know this. I believe I know this. I'm familiar with all of these characters. Characters. Did I say that? Mythological figures. Mythological
Well,
figures.
Spider-Man and Batman will be mythological figures.
They are mythological figures. No, they really are. Wow, Zazel's in Bally. I wish I was in Bally. Only Star Wars I have is 90s Power of the Force stuff. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that actually came up.
Luke.
That came up in conversation about revisiting Power of the Force, because that was an anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Bali. You know, living in the Western Hemisphere in North America, like we like tend to vacation in like the Caribbean, but like South Pacific is where it's at, man. I'd love to get down there.
Well,
we do have some answers. I want to, you know what? I'm going to go to
need the sounder.
Do we need the sound? We can skip the sounder. I think anybody who's going to answer has probably answered, but I need to work through this. I know that it's not B.
Okay.
And I know that it's not D. God, I would hope not, because the man's whole life was spent on a freaking ship.
Going after the Golden Fleece.
So probably not a good idea to be waterphobic.
Yeah.
I want to say, let's check in with everybody's answers before I say.
All right. Well,
that's
coming in from K-Daw, we have C, Achilles. Sean is going with C as well. Zazel says D, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is saying C.
The landslide of
the
C's.
Landslide is geared towards C.
That is also where I am going, because I think the dipping, it was they held him by the ankle, and so it was the only part of him that did not get immersed. Hence, that was his weakness.
Okay.
Hence the Achilles heel. For those of you biological people. Okay.
Because if you guessed anything other than C, you're wrong.
What? Yeah!
It was indeed Achilles.
Nice.
Yeah, he was dipped in the river Styx, according to one version of the events.
Oh, wow.
By his mother Hephaestus to try making him immortal.
Nice.
But because she did pinch that little ankle piece.
Yeah.
That's what left him vulnerable.
That's the big tendon on the back of your heel.
Mm-hmm.
The Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Man, I wish my mom would make me invulnerable.
Yeah. In another version, actually, she was smothering him in ambrosia and then putting him in the eternal fire.
Oh dear.
But his father showed up and like, whoa, what are you doing? Burning my kid. So they pulled him out and didn't finish it. That's why.
So he was already partially immolated.
Yeah. But
that's cool. You know, isn't that how they used to temper like spears and arrows back in the day, was with fire?
Yeah, you fire them, then you put them in the
I don't think you can temper a person with fire.
You might be able to.
Depends
on the person.
They might have a temper when they're in the fire.
Probably.
Or if they survive the fire, they definitely would have a temper then.
Yes, they would.
I know I would.
Yep.
Oh, man, that was a great question. I like that. That threw me for a loop, because I was expecting something a little not so historical.
Well, still in the era of heroes and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, on to our first one. We do have a couple sad note ones. First off, this week, we lost Phil Lesh from the Grateful Dead. Bassist and founding member.
I finally watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony this week. That happened last week.
Yeah.
The in memoriam section was probably like a full 5 minutes.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, there are a lot of people I didn't realize. Poor Phil. I mean, is there anybody left in the Dead?
I don't know for sure. I know he was one of the last hang-ons for it.
We lost Jerry Garcia like a long time ago.
But
are you Deadhead?
Not a hardcore Deadhead.
No. For me, it's a touch of gray and trucking. After that, it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but he passed away at the age of 84.
So, again, man, we could all be so lucky
to
live to 84 and have, the stories that man could tell.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? I can't.
He's survived by his wife, Jill, and their two musician sons, Graham and Brian. So his legacy will continue.
Our thoughts go out, obviously. And of course, all the Deadheads around the world are now mourning.
Yep.
Once again.
But, another one we just lost today, actress Terry Garr passed away.
I had to look her up because I didn't realize right away who she was, man. But like,
Young Frankenstein, Tootsie, Friends.
well, the one that makes me go, oh yeah, she was the mom in the Black Stallion movies.
She was also the mom in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah. But the Black Stallion, come on, tell me you didn't cry in that movie. It's right up there with the Man from Snowy River.
Yeah. But yeah, a long battle with multiple sclerosis, and
Unfortunately,
finally lost it at 79. She is survived by her daughter, Molly O'Neill, and her grandson, Tyron. So condolences go out to them.
Yeah, of course.
This next one's kind of weird.
It's stupid.
It is stupid, but
it's stupid. This is
gonna...
quite literally like, this is like juvenile, and I mean like under 10.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway, Elon Musk says that Blade Runner 2049 sucked after a production company is suing him for it.
That's literally like getting in trouble by your parents because you did something wrong, and then turning around and calling your dad stupid head.
Yeah, it is.
You stupid head.
But Elon's been named as a defendant in a copyright infringement lawsuit filed by the production company behind Blade Runner 2049. Yeah. And yeah, that was his 3-word response, is that movie sucked, which he posted on X.
I mean, I don't know what to say about him other than like, what can you say about him? The guy is he's undoubtedly on the spectrum somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, on one hand, he's absolutely brilliant, but on the other hand, he's absolutely mental.
Makes some bad choices.
And I don't mean like mental in like a bad way, but like, he's just so out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny that it's Blade Runner that's suing him for this, and it's because of that whole, cyber cat.
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers for Blade Runner.
Yeah. But like, from him, what he did with the
the Cybertruck?
No, the RoboCab, cyber taxi, whatever he wants to call it.
Sure.
But saying that, they borrow the idea right out of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, what was it, last week or the week before, we were talking about it, and the side-by-side comparison with iRobot was uncanny.
Oh, right. No, that's true. We did look at that. Oh dear, what a duty head. Yeah. See, Zazel gets it.
Okay, Don.
Duty head.
Look who he hangs around with. That's true.
I saw a picture of him today on a yacht somewhere in a very nice place with a much younger lady.
Oh, well, he's
girlfriend
suit, I guess.
Girlfriend, I think.
I thought he had was it him that named his kid some sort of weird alpha?
Oh yeah, sequence? I mean, if you look up the names of all his children, I think he's got 4 kids. None of them have names that I think are pronounceable by the average human being. It's almost like they were named, if you could translate dog into English, it would, what would that sound like? Some of them are like that.
But yeah, the lawsuit, it alleges that neither Warner Brothers Pictures nor any other Warner Brothers entity has ever, granted sufficient rights to allow Tesla to use any elements from Blade Runner. So
that makes sense.
I mean,
it just makes
just
sense,
defending theirs.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it plays out.
It's a few years old now. Have you seen it?
No. No, I still haven't seen it.
I mean, no, wrong one. Where is it? I need the thing. Where's the thing? I need the thing. I gotta get it. Let me ask you again. Have you seen it?
No.
I should get a.
I've seen iRobot multiple times though.
I need that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the Price is Right one.
Yep.
I'm gonna get that one.
But moving on from Elon, this is good news.
Yeah.
The Amazon TV series God of War has got a new showrunner.
I saw this and I'm like, oh
yeah.
Oh,
Ronald D. Moore has been confirmed as as now writer, showrunner, and executive producer for this upcoming God of War TV series for Amazon.
That brings a certain level of pedigree to the show. Ron Moore, of course, who started as a writer on Star Trek, who wrote in later seasons, wrote quite a few actually.
Yeah, for Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, and then co creator / co-showrunner of the reimagined Battlestar Galactica, which, by the way, was the best TV show on television during its run. Hands down.
There you go.
Best show on TV at the time. And I will die on that hill. Yes, absolutely.
Fair enough.
So,
so he's no stranger to sci-fi.
Well, this is, but again, have you played the God of War series?
I have.
Right. So, I mean, I'd like to see how that his sci-fi chops translate into Greco-Roman mythology. And are they going to go like, are they going to adapt some of the game stuff? I don't see why you wouldn't, especially that first game, where it is heavily steeped in Greco-Roman mythology.
Yes, it is. But at the same time, like they've also done other. I haven't played them all, admittedly, in the series, but like there is the other ones where he's got his son.
That's in the most recent one.
Prequel, is it not?
That's the most recent one, and it's. I haven't played it because it's on PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation anymore. But it's like, it's kind of Norse themed.
Okay.
And I don't know how that works with that. I don't get it, but I guess, I mean, people love it. So
yeah.
But I think, have we overdone? Have we had enough Norse
Viking stuff?
Vikings, the Viking sequel. Then there's that other one that Netflix did with the half Viking, half British, something kingdom, Last Kingdom. Have we had enough Norse themed TV for a little while that we could,
dial it back a little bit?
Well, I don't necessarily dial it back, but give it a break.
Yeah.
Give it a break.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. I did enjoy God of War is the reason I kept my PlayStation 2 as long as I did, because when God of War 2 came out, it was announced that it would be exclusively on the PlayStation 2. It was like the last AAA title for that console. And I kept it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, because like this show apparently was originally ordered back in 2022.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to see it getting a little bit, of momentum rolling again.
Does he look like a suave younger George Lucas?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Funny.
We also got a new trailer this week, and if you haven't seen it yet, we've linked to it in the show notes. Cobra Kai season 6 part 2.
I'm ready.
It's coming out November 15th.
Absolutely ready.
And the trailer's good. It's got all that cheesy 80s karate goodness.
I am 100% ready for this. I have been ready since I binged the part 1 of the season.
Yep.
And so there you go.
But at the same time, like it's got almost a little bit of blood sport themeology going through it too, right?
The Tekai Sekai tournament.
Sekai.
That's the one. I got it back. It's easy enough to get backwards, by the way.
Yep.
Was already sort of billed that way when it was introduced in the show. So,
but like the trailer actually features them, with a little bit of blood flying.
Well, it's not the first time the show's had blood.
No, but like this is, Jean-Claude Van Damme level blood.
Well, it's not. Yeah, which is still dialed back from, say, Fist of the North Star.
True.
Level blood. Anime like blood.
Yeah.
We got to be careful how much blood we go.
Yeah, because that'll affect how it goes forward, right?
We are going into a feature film.
Yes.
And we do have to be careful with that. So.
Yep. This next one here, this is like a historical thing almost at this point. Jade Johnson, the actor who was previously voicing Jimmy Pesto on Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, you lost me as soon as you said the guy's name.
Fair enough. He's like a side character.
Bob who? Bob's what?
Bob's Burgers.
Right,
it's not bad.
Another show that I didn't watch.
Yeah. But he's been sentenced to a year in prison for his involvement with the January 6th riot after pleading guilty. So, you remember when Donald
we all remember
incited the erection?
We all remember
insurrection.
That. Yes, of course.
And he was part of it. They had his photo. He pled guilty back in July of 2024.
Are you telling me that he was on the Capitol that day?
He was. He's part of it. They have photos of him doing it.
Oh dear.
So of course he got a guilty verdict, and he's going to jail for a year.
Did they say so guilty to what? Did they say what the charges are?
What were they saying there?
Oh, I see. Charged with civil disorder,
That's the one.
entering or remaining in a building or grounds, disorderly or disruptive conduct in a restricted building or grounds, and impeding passage through the Capitol grounds or buildings.
Yes. So
A DC is its own little sort of entity, though,
It
within the
is.
United States, right? So
but you know,
I can
mean,
totally understand that.
He was part of it, so found guilty. They have enough evidence to get him.
I mean,
he has officially been replaced on the show.
People who thought that, they were going to get away, scot-free, that there were no consequences for this, I think are having a dose of reality.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're still getting around, we're still dealing with people from that day.
Yeah. Because it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean the judicial process is the cog is slow to turn.
Slow turning.
Yeah. But good to see that, things are moving forward.
Yeah, and like he did accept responsibility. He called his participation a horrible oversight.
Is it, or is this a guy who's trying to save his career?
I think it's him trying to save his career because as far as it is now, he's pretty much been blacklisted in Hollywood. His last appearance on Bob's Burgers was in season 11.
Yep.
But he has since been replaced by Eric Bauza as the new voice of Jimmy Pesto.
All right.
So,
Jimmy Pesto apparently is pro-Italian.
He is. He's the arsehole restaurant owner across the street from Bob's Burgers. So they're always in competition.
How does an Italian place compete with a burger joint?
I don't know.
Other than, if you want food. I mean, they both serve food.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But in addition to his prison sentence, he's also got to pay $2,000 in restitution to the architect of the Capitol. And then once he's out, he's got to do 40 hours of community service.
And you said he's going away for what, a year?
A year. So.
A year? Now, a year in prison, that's a long time.
That is.
But like, with his, given who he is and the quality of criminal that he is, you think he's going to go to some like
blue collar resort,
like federal supermax?
I don't think he's going to pound you in the ass prison.
No, so he's probably going to have a reasonably okay time in there. Other than you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. Your life is now dictated to you.
Yeah,
he shat the bed on this one. No, I would say so.
Follows up with never got past season 2.
Never got past season 1. I don't even know.
Dude, they're multiples. I think they're into season 14.
I know.
Plus the movie.
Movie?
There is a Bob's Burger movie.
Theatrically released?
Theatrically released.
I'm really out of touch with this stuff.
Yep. Hey, presto, there goes pesto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quotes that I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, moving on from that one.
Yeah.
This is good news. Spider-Man Noir is moving forward, and there are images coming out to support that.
So, these are really good.
They are. They're like, I would say, set photos.
But anybody with a cell phone.
True.
Right? So, I saw these on multiple different social media outlets. And so these aren't official, are they?
I don't think they're official.
I don't think they are.
I think they're just behind the scenes leaks, but
now we're part of it.
Yes, we are. But it looks good. He looks like a proper Spider-Man Noir. And
he really does. No, I can't argue
there.
with that.
He's got the proper, thwip action going. So
he's thwipping?
He's in mid-thwip.
I thought he was pointing a finger gun there. That's what it looks like. I don't see the pinky out there. Do you?
I do, but
maybe it's just the angle I'm sitting at.
I also looked at it larger on screen.
I'll give him I'll give you the thwip on that.
Yeah.
It's very thwippy.
Yeah, but it's coming to Prime Video whenever it gets done, so good stuff.
Good for Nick Cage, though. I mean, for a guy who is so into superheroes,
and really, he's just reprising the role again, right? Because
it is a reprisal, and I mean, we've already sort of been down that road. To be a voice actor, to be a good voice actor, you need to be a good actor. But there's still a difference between the embodiment of the voice, like a vocal performance. And we've seen some pretty cool vocal performances where people in the booth, they're moving around and they're spitting and they're into it. But it's not the same as being on a set in a costume and having to go through the motions of being that hero.
But at the
same
time,
I am
got
interested.
Enough action chops under his belt.
Well, he's got enough costume that could be anybody under there for
Really, yeah.
and going down the street on the top of a car. I don't necessarily believe that that's Nick Cage in that scene.
It's
Do
an
you know
old
what I
timey
mean?
car. It's not going to go that fast.
It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh, he's got the
they're not
strap
gonna
though.
right that he's holding it. But that's part of the car.
Suck it, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Do his own stunts.
I think the appropriate thing is here's a look at Spider-Man Noir with somebody in the costume.
Yes.
I don't
It's
necessarily
not
think
necessarily Nick, but
we can say that it's Nick Cage's Spider-Man Noir because it is his movie.
yeah,
I can't say that that's him in the photos,
fair enough.
but I do like the photos and I do like the look.
Mm.
I like that. So the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm pulling out of this. We see him in the Spider-Verse movies, and it's very clear that he's dressed all in black. That's not the case here.
No,
Like these are like deep dark browns, and they look like they're oily and dirty, and that's what's given them sort of the black.
but at the same time, it wouldn't be the first time that Hollywood has chosen a color palette how it's going to look when it's converted to black and white, right?
I absolutely agree with you on that. Is it going to be black and white?
Well, Spider-Man Noir is a black and white themed thing. It's like,
I hope that there's a.
I mean,
I
that was the whole
seriously-
thing in the Spider-Verse, right? He gets a Rubik's Cube. He's like, what the hell is this thing?
Oh, right, because it's in
I'm
all the
taking
different
this back
colors.
with me.
I hope if it's black and white, I kind of hope they do the Fury Road thing with it. Give me both. Give me a full color version and a black and white version. Let me decide how I want it, but give me that choice because to convert from one to the other is nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I mean, I would honestly, I'd be fine if they went the Sin City route with this. Majority of black and white with little pops of color here and there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But, oh,
I'm sorry. There are some Nick Cage leaked images in a suit, but not in this suit.
uh-oh.
Sean says, I can't wait for this movie. And Zazel, I have never been so pumped for a Spidey project. That's high praise, man. That is very high praise. Mando level stunt guys for the majority of this, I reckon. The stunt guys in The Mandalorian are top notch. Actually, one of them, for the guy who does Paz Vizsla, the body for Paz Vizsla.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Vaguely.
He's in the Ghosts that Kim likes to watch.
Okay.
He plays a Viking.
Hey, Vikings.
Yeah.
But speaking of Mando, that moves us to our next one because filming has wrapped for The Mandalorian and Grogu.
That's exciting.
That so is exciting. It is fully on track for its release to happen May 2026.
With principal photography being done, I guess we can say now we move into post-production.
So lots of time to make everything sparkle and, if they have to, shoot some reshoots or whatever.
And we were talking about this on Sunday night, and I'll mention it again. Reshoots, right? They are a part of every production. Like reshoots aren't a new thing. So like if we all collectively hear that The Mandalorian and Grogu is undergoing reshoots, don't lose your shit. It's okay. It's just okay. It's just part of the process.
Yep. It's not like they're digitally adding a mustache on them or off
or removing. So bad.
Yeah. This next one's kind of neat though. What's Zazel saying here?
Zazel would like us to know that I'm holding out hope this is good.
I have no doubts that this is going to be awesome.
Praying hands emoji. I'm with you on that. We had a discussion about this on Sunday night, and I'm like, fortunately, I was corrected. I had forgotten that this is the Jon Favreau movie. This is not the end of the Mandoverse.
No, this isn't the David Filoni one.
But there is no more seasons.
No
more television series of The Mandalorian on the schedule. That ship has sailed. It is over. So this project is likely going to be the last Mando project with the Mandalorian's name in it.
Probably.
And then we get the Filoni tie it all together movie when that comes out, probably what, 27?
This is 26, then that'll
27,
at least be 27, 28.
Yeah.
Something like that.
which says it had better be good.
Mhm.
It had better be good. Like talking about, and I wish Hank was here to have this conversation with us about how cool it was at the idea that, oh, the Mandalorian and Grogu have now settled down and they're going to go back to their roots.
Mhm.
And it's going to be Lone Wolf and Cub, and we're going to go bounty hunting for a few seasons. And now that's not going to happen. Oh,
That would have been good.
I think we were all pretty excited at that premise. And now that that's not happening, like, are you going to try and fold elements of that into this movie and pick it up? Like, oh, we've just been doing that for a while now.
Because that'd
It's gotta
actually
be
work,
good.
right? Like,
It's gotta
they've
be
just
good.
been out there bounty hunting, and now they get pulled into a larger conflict or something.
Well, I don't want to, like, can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
Vane the pirate from the last scenes of The Mandalorian is
Yeah.
back for Skeleton Crew.
Yes.
What are the
Confirmed.
chances? What are the chances that there's a bounty on Vane, and guess who's coming to get him by the end of the show?
That'd be pretty cool.
I can hear the music already.
This isn't Skeleton Crew, it's Mandalorian chapter 4.5.
Is it going to be like that? Why is it the best episode of Boba Fett didn't have Boba Fett in it? The best episode of Skeleton Crew didn't have a Skeleton Crew in it. No, it's not going to be that way. I don't think it's going to be that way.
No, but it'd be a nice way to.
But I have no disillusionment that there's every chance that Mandalorian / well, let's just say Mandoverse. Is that fair to say, Mandoverse?
Yeah.
That Mandoverse, other Mandoverse characters won't show up in Skeleton Crew.
Probably not.
Maybe.
We'll see. I mean, we could get Trapper Wolf in there because they're just rolling around the galaxy, right?
But you know what? They can, like, Trapper was just sort of like, I'm going to put me and all my director friends in here because that's fun to do.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, it's got to be Carson Taylor.
Yes.
It's got to be Carson.
Yes. I could.
I like Trapper, but it's got to be Carson.
Yep. But,
as our sole ranger of the New Republic.
But moving on here. A 130-year-old novel by Bram Stoker has been discovered.
Oh, no way.
In the National Library of Ireland.
No. That's a false. That is absolutely false.
Okay.
It couldn't have been discovered if it was already there. It was left there.
Rediscovered.
It was unforgotten.
Uncovered. Brought to light.
Oh boy, somebody out there owes a lot of late fees.
Yeah. But,
where did you put the book when you brought it back? I don't know.
I put it in the back. But yeah.
How big is your library to lose a book? I mean, it's probably pretty easy to drop them between shelves or back to back.
True.
Drop it in between. I'm sorry. I went off the rails. Tell me more. Please tell me more.
Apparently, this particular book was published in 1890. And there we go. It has disappeared from many of his other, like, collaborative publishings.
Yeah.
But they're saying it was unearthed by Brian Cleary, who is a Bram Stoker enthusiast, where he went digging
How convenient
in that National Library.
Oh, so he was in the right section to begin with.
Or what?
This is just making it look worse, right?
True.
Like, you were right there in the section and nobody noticed it now until the guy who's a Bram Stoker nut came in
and said, "What the hell's this?"
Oh,
I've never seen before. But yeah, the story is titled Gibbet Hill.
All right.
It tells the dark story of a man traveling through the English countryside who comes across a haunting story involving murders, hangings, and demonic children. So, right up there with vampires. But the first public reading of this will take place on Saturday, which is coming up this weekend.
This Saturday.
As part of the Dublin City Council Bram Stoker Festival 2024.
I hope he's wearing gloves when he touches that book.
I know, right? Like, it'd be delicate. And how many copies of this even exist?
Now it's an artifact, right? Well, I don't know. Let me just look that up. I'm gonna use the Gaz machine.
The Google machine?
The Gaz machine, because that's the level of technology that our friend Gaz likes to use. We're gonna emulate that in honor of Gaz.
There you go.
What is this thing called?
Gibbet Hill.
Gibbet?
Or it could be Gibbet Hill.
Gibbet. Well, you know what? I'm okay. Gibbet. Tomato.
Gibbet is where you hang a criminal at the crossroads, is it not?
Gibbet Hill is a place in Massachusetts. Let's go Gibbet Hill novel.
It really didn't exist.
I'm going to go shopping because that'll tell me if I can buy it or not.
Fair enough. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, you're correct. They're no. So this may be
an actual copy original that just got left there. And
it may be. all of the headlines are about this book being discovered. There is no.
So did
Barnes and Noble annotated edition by Bram Stoker paperback. Click on that. Maybe it's for this book. It is Gibbet Hill annotated edition.
When did it release?
Well, it costs $6.99.
That's not terrible.
$6.99. Can I get the details of the book? Publication date October 20th, 2024.
So they literally found it and said, "Let's run with it." Printed a bunch of times. And
do you think, when was this discovered?
Earlier this year.
Earlier this year. Like, do you think they got it in October and got it published in October?
No, I think they got it before this, and now since the Bram Stoker Festival is taking place,
It just works out.
It's time to
let's put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gibbet Hill annotated edition. But annotated would be like, who are the annotations by?
I don't know.
I have
Maybe this
annotated
Brian Cleary guy.
I have an annotated book, one of my favorite books, that's the annotations are written by the authors. So let me get the details here.
Maybe this is another case of time travel where he did the book and then, hid it somewhere.
Oh, the annotated edition provides information on places and unfamiliar terms used in the story. Doesn't say who's making the annotations, but so there you go. The annotations are
did it.
maybe, man.
Okay, what's this 1890 word for something in Ireland?
Yeah. Didn't you have a whole website devoted to that?
Yeah.
That's spoilers. That's where some of our words came from.
Lexicon.
Yeah, there's another. Oh, here's another one. Gibbet Hill, $14.99 on Amazon. Oh, this isn't. This is a different author. This is not the same one.
Oh no, somebody's trying to pawn it off as their own.
That is wild. Maybe the other one I looked at is different then too.
Bram Stoker.
No, that is the Bram Stoker one. That's something, eh?
Huh.
Well, I'm curious to see more of this story.
So, moving on. We do have a ton to talk about tonight in the alley of toy news.
You know I like toy news.
Well, we got a lot of it tonight, so I guess we should jump right in.
Right to...
First off, we're kicking it off with NECA, and they've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 movie, Casey Jones with Dirt Bike.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
Well, that was part 2.
Oh, part 2. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, this one was Turtle Power.
Oh, right.
T-U-R-T-L-E
power. T-U-R-T-L-E power.
Yeah, but Casey comes with an assortment of his sports weapons, the dirt bike itself.
I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I see in that picture.
Is that the only thing?
That is the only thing I see.
I'm
like
John
okay,
Connor's
Casey,
bike from T2. A little bit.
Well, you know what I'm thinking.
Repurpose?
There's a ton of other 6 to 7 inch action figures that would go so good with that. Slap some paint on it. You've got, you can have a fleet of these. Cecil, I give it a 9.95. I love your scale, man. I think I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, comes with the dirt bike, interchangeable hands, battle damage mask, deco, which I think we don't get an actual secondary head with his face.
An open, yeah. But if you've already got the first
True.
Casey, then you've got it already.
Yeah, but
if you were going to, I mean, and there's no the other thing here, no golf bag.
No. So how's he supposed to carry it around when he's, supposed to be riding?
I don't know. I guess if you didn't get the first Casey, all the accessories give you those options to have him in a like a fighting pose. But I'd want the bag.
Yeah, you want to store his stuff while he's riding away.
I love the bike. I'm not gonna lie. I love the bike, and I would absolutely, because it's not branded by, I'm assuming it doesn't have, they don't have any. Yeah, it's not a Kawasaki or something. NECA, like generic, let's just make a motorcycle pack. Give me one in red for Honda, one in green for Kawasaki, and a third one in yellow for Suzuki. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want a few of these. Actually, you know what? Just give them to me in plain old, like, blank gray, and I'll do it myself. That is a good piece of kit right there.
But it's not alone. They also announced another one from the 90s movie. It is the Rooftop Battle Leonardo versus Shredder 2-pack.
Okay.
And
look it, we get Shredder's face now.
We do. We get an unmasked Shredder.
If you've got Shredder, you've already got that body. And if you've got Leonardo, you've already got that body.
But this one, he's a little bit bruised up and stuff from.
Well, that's paint.
Yeah, I know.
The portrait is new. I guess I got to stop like critiquing this stuff the way I do, because like at this point I should have just accepted that repaints is just the way of the toy industry. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it day to day though.
Yeah. But it's weird. This one's a rooftop battle, and yet he still comes with a piece of pizza.
A slice of pizza. Hold on, Shredder. Stop, man. My blood sugar's down. Let me have this piece of pizza. You want some, brother?
Well, Sean says the
only thing I would want from that figure. Yes, the motorcycle. Yes. I wish I had that body. You mean a body like Casey Jones? Or a body like Leonardo?
Body like Shredder. Come on, he's got all them blades.
Yeah, oh, it's in the name, man. Shred.
Yeah. But these ones, it comes with interchangeable hands, heroic and villainous. They call it ninja weapons. And it comes in a collector-friendly window box.
As all NECA things do. Oh, and it's a Walmart exclusive.
Sticking with NECA, though, we got one more.
Which means you and I are never going to see it.
No, probably not. But this one's neat. It's the 40th anniversary evolution of a Gremlin set. And it comes with our lead Gremlin here.
Gizmo.
Gizmo. The Mogwai version of Stripe.
Yeah.
And then the advanced, Gremlin version.
Is
Stripe.
there anything new here that we haven't seen before?
That chainsaw.
The only
the skateboard.
The saw blade.
Saw blade.
Are those the new things?
Maybe.
Because I don't think there's anything different here than previous releases.
True. But in this, you get all three, right?
I guess so. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
But
now we got oh my god, what's the fella's name? In the human, the friend.
Oh,
he's on the box. Billy.
Yeah.
We've got Billy on the box, and that's a pretty good looking likeness.
Yeah.
Have we gotten a Billy figure?
No, we've never gotten a Billy figure.
I mean, these would not scale properly with a 7-inch
human
Ultimates Billy, but is that foreshadowing? Are we getting a Billy down the road with a 2-scale Gizmo in the backpack?
That'd be cool.
See, I would get that. That flexes that scratches my itch for Gremlins. I get a Gremlin and the guy.
True. And then for the second one, you get Phoebe Cates in her clamp towers. Sorry.
Close enough.
The clamp towers with the really crazy Gremlin.
Yeah. And then get a license, and we'll get Hulk Hogan from part 2. Oh, you Gremlins, shut up!
No more for Hogan. But we could do Grandpa Fred, who's dressed up like Dracula.
Oh yeah.
They could just repurpose the Munsters Dracula.
Which one?
The one from the Rob Zombie.
Oh yeah, that's sitting on the shelves.
It is.
It's not flying off shelves anytime soon.
There you go, Zazel. Check it out one time, won't you?
Yeah. I love that.
It was such a good movie. We need part 3. The Secret of the Mogwai series just did not do it for me.
Didn't deliver?
No.
I noticed that it's switched streaming services. It's not on Netflix anymore. I think it's on Prime Video now.
Oh, I should go look there and see if there's episodes I haven't seen yet. But sticking with NECA for one more here. It's hot at the moment. And what's Gaz saying here?
Well, that's Zazel.
Oh, sorry, Zazel.
You must be seeing into the future, man.
I'm going
cross-eyed. Zazel says we had John Wayne instead of Hulk Hogan in Gremlins 2.
Would have been nice. But
was he alive then? Was John Wayne still alive in 88?
I don't know.
86? I don't know when the second one came.
Could have just used Clint Eastwood. Come on now.
I guess so, yeah.
But anyway, still riding the high from Beetlejuice. They are now dropping from NECA the Dante's Inferno Room Deluxe set. And, it comes with the exclusive thorny Beetlejuice.
This is Beetlejuice 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they're still riding the Beetlejuice high right now, right?
Well, you can tell that's an adult collectible. Girls, live nude.
Inferno Room. I'm curious if it actually comes with a little sounder that has the music that was playing during that scene, because that would be hilarious. But It comes with the 7-inch scale spikes and trench coat Beetlejuice. Also comes with a few extra faces, extra hands, and light up LED to provide the movie authentic lighting on this particular building.
For the backdrop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How much of that's going to be made out of cardboard?
I don't know, but it stands over 18 inches tall, 2 feet wide, and requires 3 AAA batteries.
Like,
or a USB-C plug-in.
Looking at the image on the far left, like the outline of the devil head, that looks pretty thin. Like I'm thinking that's cardboard. Which is, it's great. Like it's a good way to save on costs and to be able to put out some diorama stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. It's definitely not to scale with the 7-inch.
No. But still,
because he was like lounging in a beach chair on the second level there.
I would totally, if I had the room for this, I would totally display it like that with him in front of it like that. I would do that. No, he was most definitely dead. Stock footage and a voice actor. Okay,
fair enough.
Great place for the Dreadnoks to hang out.
Get a bunch of bikes and just line them up in front and becomes a biker bar.
Oh, yes. NECA.
Get on it.
More motorcycles.
So this next one, I know you are all about loving this one.
Did you keep the photo I sent you?
I did.
Oh, nice.
And we've talked about this
before.
We
talked about this last week.
We talked about it last week, and prior to that, it's not going away. And
I wish it would.
It's quite possibly going to be the item for Christmas this year.
It better not be.
It might be, but the Skibbity Toilet is coming to Walmart's and GameStops and a whole bunch of other places.
That blows me away that you sent this over to me last week. And do you remember what I said to you?
No.
Well, after that, you sent the picture over and I wrote back, now I have a place to put all the poop emoji toys. Because it's perfect. That's where they go.
Well, you
get them in the toilet.
There you go. But what this is the Skibbity Toilet Mystery Surprise Toilet. And Zazel summons it up here.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
But
for an adult show, I can swear if I want.
Yeah, it's got a spring-loaded telescoping pop-up head that pops out when you flush.
I'm telling you, it would pop out one time for me, and then it would be headless.
But apparently it also comes with collectible mystery surprises, including minifigures, looks like stickers or decals, a lanyard, along with a Skibbity toilet thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this series has got some legs, and it just keeps going.
But, what blew me away was that you sent me this image last week, and I could not believe it. Like, I presume this is a Walmart in the US somewhere.
Yes, this is a Walmart display in the US.
I walk into a Winners, Marshalls. I don't know. Do they have
HomeSense is also
Winners, Marshalls, and HomeSense.
TJ Maxx.
Right. So TJ Maxx. I go into Winners here in Canada, and I kid you not, in the toy section on the bottom shelf is one of these. And I picked it up with like this like holy shit kind of reaction. Holy shit, pardon the pun. Immediately took a photo and sent it to you and thought, oh my God, it's here already.
Yep.
No. What blew me away was how freaking big it is. It's huge. Like,
well, if you watch the show, these things do get bigger as the show goes on.
This can I call this a toy?
I think so. It's a mystery surprise toy.
What's
crazy is it's series 1. That means there's going to be more.
Oh, no, that means they're hoping for more and they got to sell a bunch. Well, I mean, stranger things have happened. I'm looking at you, Billy Bass and Crazy Frog.
Mm-hmm.
The Skibbity toilet, this thing, it's like a 112, not a 112, a 1/6 scale figure. It might actually not be big enough for this. It's really, really big.
Would look like a toddler on there.
That's what I mean. Like he wouldn't be able to touch the floor. Some things don't need to be made. Yes, Josh, they do not. All right, fellas, I got monkey stress. Oh no, go! You're gonna go fight a monkey?
Hope you win.
I was gonna say I hope you win because I know if you lose, I can't imagine what happens.
They fling their poo at you.
violated in all kinds of different ways.
Yep.
No,
Just
not
like
the
people are going to
monkeys.
be when they go buy this thing, because at GameStop, which it is available for order right now, is
Yep.
$89.99
For what? This?
for this.
No.
Yep.
No.
That's what it's on GameStop.ca for. At Walmart.ca, it is up for $67.97.
Yeah.
And at Winners, like you said, $49.99.
$49.99 at Winners, and even then I was like, there's no way I'm paying $50 for a plastic toy toilet that doesn't scale with anything. Just not doing it.
Fair enough.
Maybe a Cabbage Patch Kid. I don't know. That might look appropriate on there.
Get
If you pull their pants down,
a
and
life-size Chucky. Come on,
no, the life-size Chucky might. Well, no, you may have a point
he
with
might
that.
work there.
But does anybody actually want a toilet scaled to their Chucky?
Maybe. I don't
No.
All I know is my kid is interested in this, so
Of course he is, but I mean, it's made for his age.
yeah.
It's made for those kids.
Yep. But moving on, we're going to Hasbro now,
Okay.
and this one was announced at the Hasbro Premium Plus event. It is Savage Opress in the Black Series.
We just got the solicitation photos for this today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super stoked. We just saw his Hot Toys,
Yeah, which looks really nice.
last week, and they're not mutually exclusive. Like sometimes Hot Toys will do stuff that Hasbro won't do, and vice versa. But they can be sort of a good litmus test. Like, oh, okay, if Hot Toys is going to do it, you always wonder, is the Black Series going to do this? And here we are, a week later, and yes, in fact, we are doing Savage. If it's not free 99, I won't get it for sure. That looks good, but pass. Oh, really? I've got the Gaming Greats Night Brother on the shelf, who is sort of my stand-in. I got the yellow one, but like I am 100%.
Yeah,
I am 1000%. I'm getting this. I am getting this figure. First Star Wars character to be voiced by what's his name? You know his name. I know his name. Clancy Brown. That's his name.
there you go.
Yeah, Clancy Brown voices this character.
Not the last one.
No, it's not.
Sean says, pass on that.
What is wrong with you, Sean?
He hasn't watched Clone Wars.
Are you not a Clone Wars fan? Okay, I can accept that. I
don't know. Have you watched Clone Wars, Sean? I don't know. But
at least it's not another Mandalorian repaint.
True. But sticking with Hasbro and moving over to the Transformers thing.
Sure.
2025 has got to be marked in your calendar now for the Constructicons Studio Series Devastator.
I am seriously considering this. By the way, I've already been over to GameStop yesterday when these dropped, and they were
not up yet.
One of them was, and it was sold out.
Really?
Yeah. So now I'm like I'm big on Transformers, and in fact, like, as I've said before, for those of you who don't know this, my Transformer collecting habits consist of G1 characters. I only do modern. I mean, I have a G1 Optimus Prime, but it's a reissue. So I'm all about the modern, but it's all about G1 for me. It's season 1, season 2, and the 86 movie. So this, obviously, as you can see, this Devastator is being marketed as the Transformers, the movie. So it is a Studio Series 86 Devastator. And we've already seen the first 2 figures at London Comic-Con.
Yep.
It is not a repaint of the Titans Return Devastator as I initially thought it might be. No, these are new molds. And I think the breakdown is 3 of them are going to be Voyager class. So that's
4 of them, according to this one.
Oh, 4 Voyager and 2 Deluxe.
Yeah.
2 Deluxe.
So as it is right now, Deluxe class Bone Crusher will be out in April of 2025.
He went up for pre-order yesterday.
As well as Voyager class Scrapper.
Went up for pre-order yesterday.
But then you're going to get another 2 in July with both Voyager class Hook and Long Haul.
Yep. Yeah.
And then you're going to finish it off in September with Deluxe class Scavenger and Voyager class Mixmaster. So, like, I know we had been talking about this. Like, this is six figures and potentially, at their
price
Deluxe
points.
or Voyager price
Yeah,
points, right? You're looking at a very
this is
hefty
going.
investment.
I mean, for us as Canadians, like a Voyager class, a deluxe class figure in Canada is what, $27. A Voyager is closer to like 50, and a leader class is like 70 plus. So like you are looking at a somewhere between $400 and $600 figure.
Yeah.
Which is hard. It's hard to swallow, which I think is why they're staggering them throughout 2025.
Which I think is kind of smart. Give people a chance to recover.
Right. And then they'll do an all in, they'll do a 6-pack.
For like a con exclusive or something.
Oh, probably not. It'll probably be
like
it'll be a general
regular?
retail release. Yeah, they did the same thing with the last Devastator. So like you could do that. They did it with Menasor. But they are going with that cartoon movie deco. So like the purple barrel on Mixmaster, for example, which the original G1 toy did not have.
No. But like you said, they've already revealed 2 of them at London Comic Con.
And they look good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, which brings us to our first one here.
Pretty freaking good.
Scrapper, Constructicon Scrapper, in the Voyager class. And, he looks not bad. Looks super posable.
I mean, this speaks to me. This just fits. I like the look of him. He's got all the articulation I want. And like they've been doing with the other studio series, at least the 86 studio series, not a lot of hollow on him. Like you can see the mushroom peg on his upper thigh connecting it to his groin, but like I'm okay with that. Usually you get like giant hollow arms and hollow legs, and this doesn't do that. So I kind of like this. I may have to go in on. I have a third-party Devastator that I quite like, but I might have to go in on this one.
It depends, and that's the other thing too, right? If you're going to go in, you kind of got to go in the beginning, right? Because you don't want to get.
I don't want
to once. Four of them have already hit shelves.
2 of them went up for pre-order yesterday. They're already sold out. You're looking at the aftermarket or online e-tailer at this point, and I don't know if I want to do that. So like, do I take my chances with like? Are they going to open up the pre-order again? Are they going to?
Or are you going to have to hunt like crazy?
Or will
you have to bite the bullet and buy them from Toys R Us at triple the price?
No, I won't do that.
Pass on that.
I won't do that. I turned down some Star Wars figures today because of the price.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But he's not the only one. We also got Bone Crusher. And like you had pointed out, it is kind of funny. He's got these stubby little
arms, but when they're bent,
they don't look so bad.
Yeah, when he's not in the museum pose, he looks all right.
Yeah. And he looks fine as a bulldozer.
If you haven't seen these yet, go over to the Transformer Facebook page or the Hasbro Pulse
too.
They have these.
It's like a little CG animatic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool of these guys rushing into battle and transforming. It looks
they come in, they go to robot, then they go to vehicle, and then they actually show them
where they
transforming into Devastator.
Yeah, where they fit in the combined form, and it's a pretty slick.
But at the same time, they're not giving away the entire reveal of Devastator because it's just a
no, because he's all like a test shot. Yeah,
right? So piece by piece, I'm assuming we're going to get 4 more of those videos.
Well, there we go. See, look, Bone Crusher's got it. Look, the hollow thighs and the hollow forearms. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. So, like, I don't want to see that. But I get it. More plastic means more money.
Yeah.
Josh says, I want to get a few of the original Transformers, but modern. There is so much I want to get, but no space or money. Yeah, man. I've been collecting modern Transformers now since 2007. And every time a new mold comes out, it's like, oh, Wes, decision-making time. Do I replace what I already own? Or is this good enough?
Sometimes Toy Connections there.
Ken! Hello, Ken. Welcome to the show. Ken wants us to know that I guess people are going to start fire selling the old Combiner Wars version. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think? I mean, that's still a great looking toy. If you already had the Combiner Wars one, do you even feel the need?
Back to it?
Like, I suppose because of the Studio Series 86 being more wanting to do the cartoon deco,
Mm-hmm.
if you are absolutely like nuts for the cartoon deco, maybe this is a worthy upgrade for you. But I mean, if I owned Combiner Wars Devastator, which is a great figure, I don't know if it would be enough to sway me.
To rebuy it again.
But I don't own Combiner Wars Devastator. I only own TFC Toys Hercules.
Mm.
And so this is a solid maybe for me.
Hmm.
It is. Studio Series 86 one will probably match the Legacy Menasor in scale more. I would say that's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the legs being Voyager class and the body, 2 Voyagers in the body, like I'm looking at my Omega Supreme here. Like, will they stand up?
Maybe.
I think it'll be shorter than Omega, but not by much.
But these are not the only Transformers to come out of MCM Comic-Con there.
We can just say London.
Okay.
It's okay. It's easier. It's easier.
Whatever they're calling it now. Anyway, we also get Optimus Prime based on...
Saw him today.
Yeah.
You know, the mold is great. I don't know how much, how variant this is from the Bumblebee Optimus, but man, like I get it that more plastic means more money.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently more paint means more money too, but like look at the upper legs and anything that should be chromed out and or like at least a little bit of silver paint.
Mm-hmm.
You did it on the sword. I just feel like it's missing something. And yeah, I could do it myself, but you've already sort of done that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put a little bit more on?
Mm-hmm. But these are based on Transformers Rise of the Beasts. We also get Bumblebee from that.
Bumblebee
with
lots of hollows. No, I'm not a big fan of the live action designs. I like them. I like the movies. They are solid Transformers, but it doesn't speak to my heart.
And then finally we get I guess what should be Optimus Primal, but he's Apeling.
No, Apeling.
Or is he a different monkey?
They're a different different characters.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Different characters. Yep. What do we got? We got Sean wants us to know. I don't collect Transformers, but I would collect this one. Sean, you mean the Optimus?
The Optimus or the Devastator?
I think his comment came in when we were talking about Optimus. I could be wrong.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, these are available for pre-order on Hasbro right now.
You know, and they are shipping to Canada now. I just like for me to meet the shipping threshold to get like it's not free shipping.
No.
But
again, coming out of London, we got some from the G.I. Joe Classified line, which
you're gonna break my heart again?
Maybe. First up we get Heavy Duty.
Oh, that does not break my heart. That it does not speak to me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he's packed in with a 30-piece arsenal of heavy ordnance.
I mean, God, it's cool.
I'm sorry, but
it is
one
cool.
sculpt there, he looks like Terry Crews. So if they're translating this to movie, there's Terry Crews perfectly cast.
I could do that. I could buy into Terry Crews as Heavy Duty. Because like Heavy Duty in the live action movie was what? Idris Elba?
Yeah.
No.
But like, I don't know. I'm looking at this figure and I'm still seeing Fast Draw or Quick Draw, whatever his name is, the gray suit with
Fast Draw
pop-up missiles.
Yeah. No, I see it. I see it.
You know, it's not a bad looking figure by any stretch.
Interesting that they're embracing, you know,
the almost mech
later, like much later iterations of characters. It's not for me, but like I definitely see, like, you know what this reminds me of, and this should speak to you. This reminds me of like a power suit for a Centurion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Jake Rockwell should be wearing that thing.
100%.
Put a track on that on his legs or something.
Can you imagine how much that weighs just to be lugging that thing around?
No, I can't. I mean, he's got what, eight barrels of missiles.
Yeah, at least.
2 giant barrels on his
those are miniguns up top there.
Yeah.
Laser blasters on the front.
Yeah, by the way, minigun is it physically impossible for a human being to fire with live ammunition?
Unless you're Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's impossible. Even Arnold couldn't do it.
Jesse did it.
Couldn't do it.
Josh
Hollywood
saying,
magic.
Josh saying, I may get it when it goes on sale.
I may get it when it goes on sale. That's fair. Imagine the backblast hitting your face.
Oh my God.
Nope. Don't want to do that.
Gives them no protection.
What is a combat hat?
Combat hat, yeah.
That's right.
But they also revealed this other one, and it's kind of neat because it comes with a bit of extra. It is the Trench Viper and Cobra modular fortification. So you get this little base like
that's cool.
And this reminds me of the Battle Force 2000 stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I see it.
Yeah. He's got a similar color deco to
He reminds me of what's the other Viper, the red camo. They were red. God.
Crimson Viper?
No. What are they called? I can't think of the name of them.
Scarlet Viper?
No. Cobra Viper variants. I got to find a picture to know what I'm talking about.
Eventually.
Crimson Guard.
But yeah,
no.
The deco on this guy is kind of like a darker version of the G.I. Joe Shockwave.
That's what it is. This is straight up the Alley Viper repainted.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that is dead on. Eh?
It's the
straight
Alley
up
Viper,
repaint.
yeah.
Even the shield has got the same texture.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same, like the same mold.
Yeah.
And this is the classified series Alley Vipers. Yeah. So that is what we're looking at. Although I have to say,
that little modular bunker is pretty cool.
In this color, like the urban camouflage, I think this actually looks better than the Alley Viper, to be honest.
I would agree with that. The Alley Viper is kind of an eyesore with its orange and blue. But
I mean, but the original Alley Viper, the 3 3/4, was a fun looking.
It was. Yeah.
It was a product of its time for sure, but in the classified series, and especially the way classified series has been going lately, leaning into Real American Hero, this just seems like hyper real to me. I like that. I dig it.
Saying
Alley Viper is more Fanta orange.
Exactly.
Fanta, get your Fanta.
Josh says, I do like that, even though it looks like a porta potty. I think it would be cool to build a big wall. Yes.
Who's in the blue rocket? Hey, I'm in here.
But that's not the only G.I. Joe we got. We also got, I guess we're renaming him now because he is no longer the Nemesis Enforcer.
Oh, no, but we knew this.
He is the Nemesis Immortal.
This, but that just boils down to trademarking, and we couldn't secure the trademark.
Yeah.
But, or maybe we wanted to call him something else because we've changed our position on things like
fair enough.
Enforcing. I don't know.
But anyway, Cobra Law, so the enforcer for Cobra Law, 7 character inspired accessories, including the alternate head, 2 alternate hands, swords, a biomechanical eldritch horror, which can peg into the back of his figures, which I'm guessing is just the tentacles.
He had that before. Yeah.
He did. He came with the bat wings, the tentacles, and this big friggin' axe.
Not gonna lie,
but
when the 87 movie came out, I liked the Cobra Law elements, even though, pardon the pun, they were batshit crazy.
They were awesome.
Of the Cobra Law characters, I mean, I didn't really care much for Pythona, but like Globulus and Nemesis Enforcer are some, like, they are just pure badassery.
Now, there is another photo out here in the production thing, which does show the most recent Sergeant Slaughter giving him a power slam, which is accurate because that's what he did in the movie, right?
That's right. Yeah.
But like, I really like the Batwing update on this. But
those
tentacles are like, it looks like the tentacles from the 3 3/4. Like, I mean,
they look better than that.
Size wise,
they look better than that. This reminds me a little bit of like King Hiss from Masters of the Universe. Maybe
I still feel these should have been way bigger.
And you can see, well, but then again, they're not molded plastic. Look, you can see the relief.
Yeah, there is a bendable wire in there.
You can see the relief holes in the bottom. I want to call them snakeheads in the octopus finger parts.
Tentacles.
That's what they're called.
Squidward.
Instantly, it's a bendy thing. So for what it is, like, because nobody's going to display their figure with the back facing out, right? You're going to do it more facing out.
Yeah, and chances are you're going with the bat wings because
that's absolutely what I would be doing. But like for those occasions, let's say I wanted to do some photography and maybe I want to do, I would use them. I think that they're okay.
Like even I remember playing with this as a little kid, and even then I would go for the bat wings over the tentacles.
Would you
But-
let me ask this, talking about the tentacles, would you have preferred a set of tentacles that were like hard molded plastic that you couldn't move?
No, I would have preferred ones more in scale with like a Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, okay.
Just, that way you could actually wrap it around another figure and use them that way.
I think there's something
This
to
way
be
he's
said.
just like, slap you with him.
I think there's something to be said for like something molded for longevity's sake.
Yeah.
Because some of these, like depending,
Yeah, like you could run into plastic.
like degradation over time, and then the next thing you know, you've bent one of the tentacles back and forth so much that you get a crack.
Yeah.
Right. Look at the snout spout from Masters Universe Classics, like that early whatever soft material that they were using just didn't hold up, and notoriously, like I don't know a snout spout out of the package that didn't get a cracked nose, my own included. So just curious to know where you landed on that. Bendy versus molded.
Catch up in the comments here.
Oh, sure.
Josh saying.
What is Josh saying? That's why they called him in the modern comic 2-pack. That with Falcon.
It's a weird pairing.
Really? Okay. Coming down the aisle, the immortal Nemesis Enforcer. I wish I had the. Do I have my effect on here? I don't think I do.
Oh, the echo effect. That would be cool.
Do I have it? Well, check. No, I don't.
Oh,
that's too bad.
Nemesis, Enforcer.
Yeah, exactly.
But, what Zazel's saying here, I do hope
Super 7. Hope Super 7 does a new appropriate size Nemesis. Are you digging the Super 7 Ultimates, like the cartoon style that they're going for? I don't like them personally. I'm really digging Classified series lately.
Yeah, Classified over Super 7 for me.
Yeah. Josh says the tentacles were supposed to go to on another figure's a peg hole to make it look captured. Oh, that totally makes sense. Deploy the tentacles.
That's kind of cool.
I agree.
But moving on here, we did get some stuff from Marvel. From the upcoming Captain America Brave New World, we do get a new Captain America Falcon.
Listen,
Sam Wilson.
Toys have been spoiling movies forever now. I know Lego is very famous for doing this. We've talked a little bit about this before, and now that we have, this is the best look at the Captain America suit. You and I have, I don't know if we feel the same way about this. Why did we spend so much time building towards the predominantly white Captain America costume in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, only to walk it back to something that looks right off of Steve Rogers' back? I don't understand the choice here.
I think it's just another matter of we need another deco to sell another figure.
You think that they were thinking of that when they made the movie?
Either that, or because in the bonus features of Falcon and Winter Soldier, they said how much of a pain in the ass it was with the neck piece.
Oh, right, because turning his head. Yeah.
So that could have factored in to maybe
you could have stuck
simpler,
with the white suit and taken the cowl out of it, though.
True.
I wonder, because it was predominantly white, how many of those do you have to have on hand just to keep it clean? Right? Is it easier to use a suit like this where we get a little dust, a little dirt on it, we can kind of brush it off? I do notice now that I'm looking at this, that looks like a hardened helmet.
Well, it's alternate
accessory.
head, right?
Is it though? But look at the face on it. It's like a helmeted head.
Yeah, it's like it's almost a Star-Lord style head.
Yeah, kind of.
But I do like the fact that you can now do the wing cross like you did in the show.
I think that's cool. Now I gotta look. No, I don't know if I have my wings out. I can't tell you if they had that much articulation.
I think this is more than the Build-A-Figure.
Is it?
Honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's only one joint or two joints in the other one.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly more than the Vulture.
Yes. But we also get from the upcoming film the Red Hulk, and he looks good.
I keep looking for Harrison Ford in there, and I don't see it.
It's not very Harrison Fordish. No,
this is very Hulkish.
Yes.
Like, did you just repaint a green Hulk?
Is
that a Ruffalo Hulk body?
I think it's a Ruffalo Hulk body, but it's definitely not a Ruffalo Hulk face.
No, that's for sure. It's a new head, but
Yeah, but it's
not.
almost like a mixture between the comic book one.
Yeah, I thought that's
and
what I thought.
The MCU, right? But he comes with extra hands, extra head, stands well above the other figures. So
We've finally figured out that Red Hulk, who must have got some advice from Bruce Banner about how to what shorts to wear.
Yeah,
when you Hulk out, don't wear your jeans.
Gotta get them. What's the word? Unstable molecules.
Unstable molecules. Yeah. Looking at you, Reed Richards.
Hurry up, Reed. But to round out these three, we also get Marvel's new Falcon.
You mean the new Vulture?
Well, yeah. Technically. The color scheme on him it is very much Vulture-y, but he looks to have a lot more articulation in the wings, similar to the other Falcon captain.
I gotta say, as an action figure, like take the wings off of him, and he looks like a badass soldier, like a future soldier. I like that look. But with the wings on it, like it's like, yes, I know he's the new Falcon, but I instantly go to Vulture. So this one is a hard one for me. I may soften on this once I see the movie. I do like the idea that he comes with the Red Wing drone, and we talked about this earlier. Does that not look exactly like the original Red Wing drone? Even though, like, we know for sure one of them got like destroyed.
Yeah.
Must have a fleet of them.
Probably.
Or is this, you know why? Because this is the original suit. Sam gave him the original backpack, right?
That's true.
So maybe that's what that is.
Could be. Zazel saying, to be fair, the Red Hulk never looked like Ross in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Josh says, meh. And
I thought this was Vulture at first. Yeah, I mean, how do you not?
But
as the MCU is my comics now, I will reserve judgment until I've seen it. But I am not running out to get this beforehand.
Pre-ordering.
No way.
And chances are it's going to be at least a deluxe class figure.
Oh yeah, both of them.
All three
of them, yeah, because of the size of the Hulk. They're all deluxe, yeah.
So you're looking at
$70
$70, $80.
Yeah, $70 figures here in Canada.
Yeah. These next ones probably won't be because they're from McFarlane, but
well, even those have crept up
a little bit, but they are not hitting, Hasbro prices yet.
I can't wait to look at these.
These ones are different but neat. These are really a throwback, though.
I've never read this.
No?
I've never read this, so I don't know.
If you never played the Super Nintendo game Justice League Task Force,
which I did not,
right out of your wheelhouse.
Okay.
But if you did play it, these might be right up your alley. We're starting off with Aquaman. And you zoom in on these, they've got that digitized 8-bit texture or 16-bit texture going on in the paint
like they've done something with the paint to
simulate that.
It's not cell shading, but it's somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's meant to mimic the game deco, right?
My hair, the underwater, my hair is wafting, floating look. I can't get into it here. And to be honest, like the big red lips and that look reminds me of oh my god, one of Darkseid's minions.
Granny Goodness.
Yes. You knew as soon as I said it, you knew what I was talking about. So like, you can't tell me that it's not there.
No, it's totally there. But
so I don't know if and I like Aquaman. Don't get me wrong. I do. I think Aquaman is a very underrated character. But this is not the version of Aquaman for me.
Fair enough. Josh saying, not much of an MCU fan. It's okay, just not my thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hear you, man.
And Zazel just shrugging it off.
That's Mermaid Man gets electrocuted.
You put a starfish bra on him, then yeah, you're right.
Well, wait, it's like the puns keep coming. Which one are you going to? Oh, I see the one you're going to.
Next up, we're sticking with this because there are 4 of them in the series.
Yeah.
The final one. But also from the same thing, it is Batman.
See, and this is just okay.
It's 100% the game deco, right?
The pixelated bat symbol on his chest is like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it's a good mold.
It's not bad.
It's a good mold, and I mean it
looks good in his fighting stance, and it looks to be a soft goods cape.
It's like a royal blue.
Yeah,
it's like that. That looks good to me. I dig that. It's not, again, this line is not for me, but that's I guess if you're a video game fan and this is like on your list of like, I love this game, sure, you might be into this.
But, and if you're getting these first two, you might as well round it out with the last two, including the Flash.
Oh, okay. Yes. Flash. I forgot about that.
So, not much decoing going on here other than his lightning bolt.
And a smudge on his forehead.
Yeah. But other than that, it doesn't look like they went too crazy with the game deco. But
no, not on this one.
No. But this next one they did, because why not?
What is going on
So
here?
To round out the 4, you get Superman.
Superman Strong Jaw Edition.
Long-haired, strong-jawed.
Can I make the other joke?
Yeah, go for it.
This isn't Superman. This is like
pre-surgery.
This is China cosplaying as Superman.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Joni.
Yep. This is pre-surgery China. But again, they went really, really heavy with the game deco on him. Again, soft goods cape, looks like it's got a wire in it for posability. But if you get all 4 of these figures, you will be able to build the villain from that game, which is Darkseid.
And right off the bat, he's the best looking one of them all.
And he's still got that weird pixelation deco going on.
Yeah.
But he's a good looking Darkseid.
You know what this reminds me of? We've seen, where we've seen this painting technique before?
On the 8-bit Jason.
Not only that, but we've seen it on something else where it wasn't meant to look like a video game.
Fair enough.
Predator Vision.
Predator, yes.
The Predator Vision, red and orange, like the Dutch figure that had this same painting technique used to achieve the Predator Vision look.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it looks better in Predator Vision. Yay, another Batman! Yep. Will we ever get her She-Hulk figure, though?
I don't know. China cosplaying as She-Hulk?
Wow.
That'd be a good one.
Well, I've seen the cover of that movie.
Uh-huh.
I never saw much more than that.
Well, there you go.
I don't think I was missing anything. How's that? But as though, what the heck is that smell expression?
Yep. But sticking with McFarlane, this next batch is
what a bizarre license.
I know. Like I didn't hear too much about this, but it's coming, and
I've seen
the trailer.
Yeah,
now,
I'm interested.
It's not bad.
I'm interested because J.K. Simmons is in this,
Yes.
so that has me interested.
But our first one out of it is Callum Drift, and this is based on the upcoming MGM Studios for Amazon film.
Yeah.
Red 1, and it's The Rock.
Hey guys, I'm The Rock, as played by Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a derpy look, but again, McFarlane with face tech, right?
Oh God! Stop hand painting these. Stop! It's so bad. Oh my God!
And the other thing too, like this is not a like a fully posable figure, right? I'm looking.
Oh, is it in there?
It looks to be another one of those pretty much static statue type deals.
Oh, now that I'm looking at it closer, you're right. Did you get the extra version of this?
We got all versions of this to cover here.
All right,
so,
all right.
Of course, you get The Rock, but then you also need your Santa Claus, played by J.K. Simmons, and
who is that?
That ain't J.K. Simmons.
Who is that?
It's a very pale-faced Santa.
Is that Inspector Gadget under there? Who is that?
It could be.
Jesus.
But yeah, they're just calling him Nick, so he's not Santa. He's Nick.
I'm not gonna lie. The trailer for this it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks fun. And I will say this: ever since what was the Netflix movie with Kurt Russell?
Christmas Chronicles.
Christmas Chronicles for me has reinvigorated my interest in the Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas movies is like that genre of film where I feel like it's been sort of like underserviced in the last few years, kind of like musicals, right?
Yeah, they go in waves.
Christmas Chronicles reinvigorated that for me, and I feel like Red 1 is going to be my Christmas Chronicles this year.
Probably.
I hope so.
I
hope so.
Josh says that's what that smell was.
Nice. That's just kidding, Simmons.
Wrong JK.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, Chronicles 1 was good. The second one was a bit much. It was okay. It was okay. For sure, the first one was better. I agree.
Of these base ones, though, we are rounding it out with a third, and it is Krampus.
I mean, that's your buddy.
It is. I don't like the look of this one, though. This one is not for me.
I mean, he just looks too...
It's like Jason Momoa cosplaying as Krampus.
Who's playing this character?
I don't know for sure.
I will
have to look it up.
I will pop a brick if it is.
That would be funny as hell. But then we've also got a Amazon exclusive. I think it's Amazon exclusive.
I don't know.
No, this is not an Amazon exclusive. My bad. But it is Jake O'Malley versus Snowman in a 2-pack.
Oh yeah. We did see this one. It's
different.
We got Snowman.
I do believe they did the Snow Monster better in Frozen with Fluffy. And not knowing who this Jake O'Malley fellow is, I don't know.
It's Captain America. Can't you tell?
Is that who that's supposed to be?
Well, the poster says it is.
I'm sorry, Chris Evans.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, now this one here is an Amazon exclusive, and it is a 4-pack. So it gets you Callum Drift, Nick, Garcia, and Krampus, and it's the gold label one. So this is how you're going to get alternate looks for your first 3, as well as this elf named Garcia.
Yeah, who is
bear.
in... That's the figure you want.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a giant bear
in tactical gear?
Seriously, I mean, that thing fits in on multiple shelves.
Yeah, it does.
That goes on your superhero shelves. That goes on your fantasy, like your Mythic Legions shelves. Like that fits in several different lines.
What was that other one?
I don't know.
Oh, where they go in the closet?
In the cupboard?
No, Secret of Narnia or something.
Oh, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The Chronicles of
Narnia.
Yeah.
Another
Chronicle movie.
Yeah.
They should put a Coke in his hand. Oh, Josh. Killing me, man. Oh, that's great. No presents for you.
Yeah. Polar Battle Bear.
No shit.
That works too.
I love it. I love it.
This next one, actually, I think it's kind of a neat twist on this. Because so far, I'm sorry, Todd, none of these are catching my interest.
This takes a page right out of the trading card world.
It does, 100%. So these ones, they are the super rare limited edition ones, but you receive a chance to get an authentic piece of costume material from Red One in both Callum Drift and Nick 6-inch figures.
But there's no, this isn't like some special edition that you can go and actively find. It's just, it's either in there or it's not.
Or they're not.
You want to bet they're underneath the base. You won't be able to see it. You go to buy your Callum Drift figure,
and it could be
you might get this.
But I don't know, the face sculpts on these two look better.
No, they don't.
You don't think so?
No.
Fair enough.
Not even close. Stop hand painting these guys.
But we do have one more from McFarlane this evening.
Yeah, okay.
And it is the 6th scale designer series resin statue based on Catwoman number 43. So she's got the weird red shadowing going on there.
That's a lighting effect, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
So what happens if I display her under an actual red light? Will that look better?
It goes better, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd be interested to try that.
But it's based on the artwork of Jock, available for pre-order for a limited time only. And this one, it stands at 13 inches tall, hand numbered on the base.
She doesn't stand at all, man.
Well, she's kind of flying.
She's in that ninja pose.
She's in Catland pose.
Yeah.
Got her whip out. That's just looking to break off.
That's a good looking sculpt though. I can't argue with that. If I was a Catwoman fan, I might be into this.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer it without the lighting effect, but
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
But our final toy item of the evening, switching over to Diamond Select, they've issued a...
Where have they been?
I know, eh? Sorry here. What's this from Josh?
Not to be gross, but where do the farts go in that leather suit? Does it just sit and stew in there? Or is there a vent?
Hopefully there's a vent. Damn.
Oi, true. So true.
But yeah, after the farts, there is Diamond Select, and they've done a movie version of Wolverine.
I mean, does this mean we're getting another? Like, are we going to get a Deadpool to go with this?
I assume we will.
I ran into this before. So, like, I was collecting, I was into the Diamond Select stuff because I thought, oh, they're a little bit bigger, 7-inch. But it's like, why am I repeating? Why am I collecting 6-inch and 7-inch of the exact same characters? And I abandoned Diamond Select. I don't think that this is enough for me to want to go and buy this. The only thing I like about this over the Hasbro version is the bare arms. You know what I mean? Like, the Hasbro one doesn't have that. So it's a good looking figure, but it is Diamond Select.
Mind you, there is 2 versions of it here within the photography.
Oh, that's true. So we're getting,
you might be getting 2 pairs of arms?
2 sets of arms?
Maybe.
I'd be okay with that.
But
I will say this. The one thing about Diamond Select is the price creep on those has not been as drastic as it has been with Marvel Legends.
Yeah, pre-order this one now.
You really get a sense of how big the wings are on that mask.
They're really flying back there.
I wish the shoulder pads stayed after the sleeves were gone.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Did they do that in the movie?
That weird peg.
Did they do it in the movie?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Gosh, I don't remember either.
I've been inundated with other stuff, so it's been scrubbed from my memory. But that does bring us to the end of the toy section.
Oh, that's okay.
So it's time for our other section.
Let me wind it up here.
But we got a twist on it tonight.
I got to crank up the machine here. Here it is. I found it.
Are you ready, folks?
It's time for
lyrics. It's Misheard Lyrics. Lyrics. It's Misheard Lyrics. Tonight.
So yeah, this time we're doing the Weird Al edition.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
We were talking about doing this
a couple of weeks ago and thought this might be fun.
So this is just a test out one. So basically, we're still going with the lyric piece, but we're gonna give you a lyric from a Weird Al song, and we want you to tell us the original song. So,
I mean, if you were a fan of Weird Al's career, and of course his career being like heavily steeped in these song parodies, I don't think this will be difficult for many people.
Because you don't want them too far out there.
You don't want to get into the ridiculously obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's the parodies.
It could be ridiculously obscure too.
If you've never heard the original, because he's really touched on a lot of musical genres. So
he's all over the place.
Yeah. And this is, I think this week's, we could call it a Weird Al classic.
I think so. So this week's Weird Al lyric is, raised a barn on Monday, soon I'll raise another.
All right, I'm going to put the 30-second timer on here. I don't think we'll need it, but we'll check back in with your answers in just a little bit. We are slow to answer tonight. Here they are. They're coming in. Here they come. Zazel coming in at smells like Teen Spirit?
No.
Smells like Nirvana.
That's right. Josh coming in with Gangster's
Paradise.
And yeah, congratulations, Josh. You got it. Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
Not Gangster's Paradise. Gangsta's Paradise. Never thought of Coolio as being much of a gangsta.
Well, he Takes a Thief was pretty gangsta.
Notoriously, there was a bit of a friction between.
There was.
But that all got cleared up.
It got resolved. Weird Al, he did seek out permission from Coolio before making Amish Paradise, offering a percentage of the revenues. And he was given the rights to use the song by the record company. and producer Doug Rashid, but not by Coolio, who declined when presented with Weird Al's offer. But in recent years, he's actually gone back saying, that was a stupid choice. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, he's parodied Michael Jackson, Prince. It's more of an honor than anything to be parodied by Weird Al.
I think that's sort of the predominant feeling in the music industry is like, you've made it when Weird Al's doing your music.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, that's a multi-generational thing now. At what? Well, since the 80s, the early 80s.
Started in the 70s, Dr. Demento, right?
Yeah, but the first parody was what?
Another One Rides
the Bus. So that's what?
Recorded that
79,
in a
80? Yeah. Of course, Amish Paradise, the lyric, if you don't recall, sounds much like this.
Raise the barn on Monday, soon I'll raise another.
Soon I'll raise another. I should mention this. If you are looking for the lyric, you are going to the 2-minute 24-second mark. The actual Coolio lyric. Here it comes.
Minute after minute, hour after hour.
There it is, man. So let me ask for those of you who are watching, misheard lyrics, Weird Al edition. Yes or no? Is this good? Should we repeat this?
Because he's got a pretty big back catalog.
I mean, it won't be every week, but we could pepper these in sort of periodically. Do you guys think that's a good idea?
Let us know.
Josh, yes. Not much more to say than that, Josh. Thank you very much.
All righty. So our next one here, Robert Downey Jr. has made his wishes and intentions known. He is refusing to let Hollywood create an AI digital replica. And he is quoted as saying, "I intend to sue all future executives who recreate my likeness." So his stance is 100% clear on this.
There's a second part to this is in Variety, by the way.
Yeah.
He goes on to basically say how like the people who own these startups feel like they're like the stewards of this stuff, but like I think he's sort of referring to the Pandora's box element. That eventually this stuff gets out, and once it's out, you can't put it back in.
Well,
and so there's no
those fake commercials. And whatnot.
Yeah, there's just
celebrities, right?
There's no control over this.
Yeah,
if it's about the money, though, and I'm not saying that that's what it is.
I don't think so.
But if it was, strike a deal,
just
and
like
when
James Earl Jones with his voice rights.
Strike a deal, and when those deep fakes start showing up, sue them into the fucking ground. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole new I guess it's not new, but all the intellectual property lawyers are going to get a ton of business.
Yep.
With this stuff. So I don't know if he's making the right decision here. I mean, clearly he thinks he's making the right decision for himself.
Well, it wouldn't just be for him too, right? Like, they're still fighting, right? In the video game sector of
No, you're
after,
right.
right.
You're right. You are right.
But,
I mean, the idea, and this was talked about years ago when we didn't think that AI was the big bad thing that we all think it's going to be. The idea of like your favorite actor. We even talked about it tonight. Who doesn't want to see the Duke in a movie again? Look, walk, talk, and act like the Duke, right? Like the idea of your favorite movie star in a movie post-mortem is like, it's still kind of cool, but now also kind of sinister.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to sit on this one.
There needs to be oversight. There needs to be
agreed.
We're
agreed.
so far behind on like laws and everything that would go along with regulating this. It's kind of scary.
The laws are going to be written. I mean, it's going to be written in the courts, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know how this is going to be handled. And of course, intellectual property law varies from country to country. It's not one big universal thing.
Yeah.
As do all laws.
He was questioned, like you want to sue them now, but like once you're passed on and gone, what happens? And he responded, "My law firm will still be very much active.
Very much active when I'm gone."
I mean, it's good that he's taken a position, and
I don't fault him for his position on it. I just question if it's the right decision to say, I just will not let this happen.
Yeah. Because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, right?
But I also, I also understand where he's coming from with that whole Pandora's box sort of element of it, which that is a big unknown right now.
It is. But, another one here, James Franco. He is saying that he hasn't had any contact with Seth Rogen for quite a while now.
Like 20 years or something?
Oh, no, it's been less than that because they made This Is the End not that long ago.
Oh, were they both in that? They were,
Yeah.
weren't they? Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the crux of this whole article is him going over how technically getting nailed for his bad behavior was kind of beneficial for him. Because now,
Is this a Me Too thing?
no, he was sleeping with some of his students at his acting school.
Oh dear.
And got called on it, sued on it, and
So, but not a Me Too thing.
No, I don't think so.
Me Too adjacent.
Me Too adjacent, yeah. Taking advantage of his position, I guess.
Absolutely.
But
teaching, sleeping with your students,
Yeah.
teaching. We've had high school teachers get fired for that.
True. But
Mind you, funny side note, one of those teachers married that student.
Ooh.
Locally.
Happy ending.
Locally.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says that his fall from grace, he's grateful for it. But it did cost him his friendship with Seth Rogen. And, he says it's not for lack of trying because he has reached out to try and mend the bridge, if you will. But
well, I mean, both people got to be willing to
yeah,
to meet each other on that one. And I can appreciate that, having been on the outs with people who I used to be close with.
Yeah.
Not knowing. The worst part is having a falling out and not knowing you've had a fallout,
mm-hmm.
and then trying to mend that bridge, not knowing what it is that you did to offend the other person, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And I've had to walk back from that, and it's not easy. So I appreciate James Franco for trying that, but I also appreciate Seth Rogen for not wanting to meet him there.
Mm-hmm.
It just speaks to, not ready yet.
Yeah.
Maybe he never will be.
Franco's quoted as saying, being told you're bad is painful, but ultimately that's kind of what I needed just to stop going the way I was going. So, if it corrects him and turns him into a better person, great.
There is something about the getting older and, the wisdom that comes with that. And it's not just about, oh, I'm older now, so I'm wiser. No, it comes with the experiences, the life experiences, the good and the bad. And, speaking from my own experience, sometimes the bad is the bigger, is the bigger teacher. Yeah.
But speaking of history, how about on this day in history?
On this day in history.
On this day in history, in 1942, Bob Ross was born.
God rest.
Mm-hmm.
And, too bad that they are stomping all over his grave.
Yep. But in 1947, Richard Dreyfuss was born. So happy birthday to him.
Oh, that does look like Richard Dreyfuss.
Well, I'd hope so.
That's a more recent photo.
It's more recent. He's a bit older now.
Yeah.
This day in 1969, the first email was sent.
Okay, we need to do a follow-up on that. Email in 1969.
And it's not like crazy email from world to world. No. What it was just from a computer to a secondary computer.
Like in the same room?
Probably.
That's still pretty cool.
But yeah, like an electronic message was sent for the first time.
That's still pretty cool. I think that's cool.
And then in 1993, on this day, The Nightmare Before Christmas was released in theaters.
31 years old?
31? Yeah.
Wow.
And we still don't have a sequel, and I don't think we need one.
No. This movie is...
It's classic. It's
timeless. It's pretty untouchable.
Yeah. But that does bring us to this next one, which is our last news item of the evening.
This one kind of made me go, what?
Yeah. And Josh says, didn't care much for that movie. Fair enough. It's one of those weird crossover holiday movies. It's good for Halloween or Christmas.
Yeah, I asked you that. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie for you?
Both.
You're both.
It's a both.
You could watch it now because we're in that in-between time.
We are. Because like Hallmark is running Christmas.
As I say that as somebody who has already got Christmas decorations on the outside of their house.
They look good.
Thank you very much.
A bit too soon for me, but they look good.
It's the and I appreciate my wife saying this. I don't want to be out there in the cold doing
No.
this.
Absolutely not.
And I went, okay, honey, let's do it.
Yep. But this next one, Susan Powder. You remember her?
Stop the insanity! Susan Powder. Wow.
Yeah, she has gone from 90s fitness show icon to an Uber driver for Uber Eats. She has revealed that she's lost her millions and has survived by delivering for Uber Eats and Grubhub. She's quoted as saying, "If sadness could kill you, I'd be dead."
I have to be honest here. Until I saw the headline, I had forgotten about her completely.
Same.
Like, I just thought, in my mind, it was I hate to say this, and I don't mean it in a mean way, but I thought she was dead. Seriously, I thought she was gone like years ago. Shows you how much I know.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's not. She's 66 years old. And she's got she's trying to mount a comeback, I guess, which includes a memoir and a Jamie Lee Curtis produced documentary.
I'm all over it. I'll be watching it.
Yeah. But, she said, she's quoted as saying, "I've known desperation. It's walking back from the welfare office, and it's the shock of from there, now I'm here. How in God's name?" And oh wow.
Thanksgiving Day, I put but US Thanksgiving. So that's in November. That's in November. Yeah. I don't even know who that is. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. She was
huge in the 90s.
Like the late night infomercial.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Andy. Can you think of anyone? There's a lot of them that are out there. Like, she had to be one of the first.
I would think so.
Like the first that was like part of the zeitgeist, like where you would like, that was quotable, right? Like her and the Ronco chicken guy, the Ronco rotisserie guy. Like they kind of like maybe paralleled
the way, I guess.
Yeah. But like, turn on the TV at 1:30 in the morning and there's Susan Powder, buy my book, stop the insanity, yelling at you. Then all of her escapades on the Home Shopping Channel.
Yep.
She did a lot of that.
She also got like a short-lived talk show as well.
I don't remember that.
Well, that tells you something. But she said that, after she sold nearly 50 million in annual products at the height of her fame.
Yeah.
A mixture of bad business decisions and lawsuits caused her to lose the rest of it.
It makes you wonder what the lawsuits were. Hopefully the documentary covers them.
But I guess she said in 2018, life began to get scary as shit for her.
Okay.
When she moved from a campground where she lived in an RV to a housing complex in Nevada.
Right.
Began to deliver for Grubhub and Uber Eats, making around $80 a day. And she's quoted saying, "It's so hard. It's horrifyingly shocking. If sadness could kill you, I'd be dead." But on the flip side, that's like daily life for a lot of people.
Millions.
Like, I'm sorry you fell from grace, but if sadness is all it takes. Like,
but it's, you know what though? I said this earlier this week, not related to anything that we do, but it's like, when you're going through something, like, there's the expression, well, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Well, it could be better too, right?
It could be.
And the reality is, it doesn't matter if it could be worse. Nobody else's shit is more important, right? Like, that's just, I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through, but my shit takes precedence because I'm in it.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I get where she's coming when she says that.
Yeah.
You are right, though. Like, millions of people live like that day to day.
Yeah.
I guess to me, it's like, what were the bad business deals and what were the lawsuits, right? Like, is this just a case of like, I had a bad accountant or something? Or
it's like Penny even said it in The Big Bang Theory, like, "Oh, you don't have a money guy? You really need to get a financial advisor."
Yeah.
But she had a job as a waitress at one point, but the boss found out who she was and Googled it, found out who she was and fired her because she thought that she was there doing an expose. for some media project, right?
Like she's so far at that point, she's so far removed from her fitness empire.
Yeah.
You know, like what would lead you to connect fitness mogul to
Documentary expose?
right? Like, yeah, exactly.
It's a bit of a stretch.
But, to her filmmaker.
Yeah. It's Josh saying here.
I've been through 2 divorces and homelessness. I just kept going. Yeah, man. Because that's what you do. I mean, when you don't know what else to do, you just do what you know.
Mm-hmm.
I had wonderful parents and friends to help out a lot, though. Isn't that? Yeah,
that's cool.
We could all be so lucky.
Yeah. But, you know, she's now getting like $1,500 a month from Social Security, living in a retirement community and still driving for Uber Eats. So, you know.
I don't want to be 66 years old and wondering where my next meal's coming from.
No,
I don't.
But
well, yeah. I'm glad to know that she's still around
and surviving.
And and you know what? Good for you, you tough motherfucker. You got up this morning and you faced the world. And there are a lot of people out there that won't get that chance or can't. So good for you. You're alive and kicking, and that is something. So keep doing what you're doing.
Only way to go is up.
Yeah, man.
But that does bring us
to we hit it?
Final item.
Oh my gosh, we've hit it. It's that time again. You know what time it is. It's Andy. He's out in the aisles. He is hunting for you and I, at least for us Canadians, so that we can save a few dollars on this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
All right, this week we have some new stuff popping up.
Nice.
We get Disney Doorables Muppets showing up.
Door, not Doer.
No, Door.
Doer. I want to say Durables.
They're little and they're adorable.
Oh, adorables. Why are they?
In some packages, you have to open the door to pop them out. So
okay,
but not these ones. These ones are blind bags. They're selling at Dollarama for $4 a piece. Regular retail around $13.
Does that make them a bagables?
Maybe. The other thing that showed up this week is Disney's Wish micro doll playset for Dahlia Rosas. It's Marketplace. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know the location, but it's like, you know, tiny little doll.
Almost like a Polly Pocket sort of size thing, eh?
Yeah, but selling for $5 and regular retail is $21.66 on Amazon. So
I mean, if you've got a Disney fan in the family, this
or
might
even
be
a Polly Pocket fan, because this stuff might work for that too, right?
I would think so.
But yeah, that's popping up out there. So
wow, it has been a chocked full episode of lots of pulp culture isms this week. Do we want to give a preview?
We can give a preview.
I was going to save it for Sunday, but there are Tuesday people that don't come on Sunday.
Fair enough.
Then there are Sunday people that don't come on Tuesday.
So everyone should get a
I
chance.
feel like we should share with you just a little taste of what our what did we get? Did we reveal the name? We did.
We did. We revealed it to you on our socials.
I think it would be cool
for
if we give you a little preview on what
follow-up to Tales from the Moon of Fandom.
Yeah, our next one, the Back in Black series, as we look back at Star Wars: The Black Series, wave by wave. I think we should give you a sneak preview. All right, here's a little taste for what's to come. Well, there it is. That is the intro to Back in Black series starting Sunday, November 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern, live right here on the Fandom Power YouTube channel, and possibly Facebook if they get their connection issues sorted out. I feel like they're maybe snapping the door shut on third-party API access.
Could be.
So that's technical speak for Facebook might be saying no more third-party streaming. In which case,
I'll stream for you.
In which case, come find us on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have nothing else to say tonight. How about you, man?
We covered a lot of toys and
fun as always. Like absolutely a blast to hang out with you guys. So do come back and see us on Sunday. We've got the final episode of Ewoks this week. It's Asha. It's going to be very exciting. And Andy and I, we're back one more time next Tuesday for Random Fandom edition 83. Yep. And then it's right into Back in Black series, which will carry us right up until December when we start Skeleton Crew. We will put Back in Black on hold to take Skeleton Crew. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Skeleton Crew.
Space. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait to do that. But we got a lot of time and we got a lot of stuff to cover before then. So lots more to come from us here at Fandom Power. And so I guess that's all there is to say, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. For Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. Oh, yeah. And remember, whatever your thing is, fan on, guys. Bye for now.